Hello there guys, welcome back to Transport Fever 2, I'm Joe, and today we are back on our not quite so vanilla series. Sat at that little cove, you know where I am, on the Dawlish line. Just watching the world go by, really. I mean, since we last saw each other, I need to actually make a point here. Yet we have paid the loan back. Just got that frightening feeling of, oh crumbs, did I forget to pay the loan back? But yes, I did in fact do so. Well, this is exciting, not planned in the slightest. It's a faster train. We've unlocked the PLM with the faster coaches, ravishing top speeds. I don't know if ravishing is quite the word, but very exciting nonetheless. Top speeds 37 miles per hour. Now we have actually unlocked this train. We've had it quite a while, haven't we? You'll have seen in one of the last episodes. But because we've not had any coaches that can do 37 miles an hour, there seemed very little point in putting it on, well, you know, actually using it. I mean, when you've got freight wagons that can only still do 31, what's the point? You know, there isn't, is there really? But there we go. So, yeah, what are we going to be doing today? Well, I thought that I would first just go over what I've done since we last saw each other. The fleet age, there was a lot of things that were 40 years old, so I have gone back and changed those, modernised them, hence why this is newer. I believe that this is newer as well. I mean, the freight trains, because we can only still use wagons at 31 miles an hour, I have just stuck the BR 53s on them. This is about to make a spectacular delivery, excellent. I've also done things like modernising from the horse and carriages into into more modern vehicles in the cities. I mean, the oldest thing is still 29 years old. Don't know why there was a pause between 29 years and old, but yeah. So it's still, I still need to do more modernising, but I was realising that in terms of how much money we've got, we were running out, and it was taking that long to earn the money. That the fleet was aging, and I was just going around in circles. Where was I going now? I know where I was going. I was going up here. We're going to just cast an eye over the oil. The oil is doing well. I think that we may need something a bit more, what's the word? A bit more, not productive, a bit more efficient here, which is why we're going to shove that in now. Simply because I don't want you to snap on. I want you to be there. We'll zoom in. Yeah, simply because there's been a lot of, coming over here, now that we're up in the ante with the trains, there's a lot of congestion. That's the word. That'll do. Right, bring you down there. Can we? No, we can't do that, can we? 50 mile an hour is absolutely fine. Now if we bring you up there, it's not particularly nice to look at, and that's incredibly not nice to look at, is it? Right, we'll just get rid of you. Ew, dearie me, that's not nice at all, is it? Right, well we'll pop that. Can we have some more tunnel? Even if we, where's the whatchamacallit? Right, we'll make that higher. Don't worry, that's just temporary. There we go. We can have some more tunnel now, but not at 28 miles an hour. No, sirree. You're gonna have to do better than that. 40's fine. We can cope with that. It's a freight line after all. And then we'll just smooth that over. There we go. You'd never know it was there, would you? It's quite I think that's vastly superior to what we had before. I'm happy with that, because that's that could potentially be a thing. Now, is the line going to take it? No. Of course it's not, because it's far more, it's far quicker to go over the way that it already does. Right, we'll stick you on there. And then where is the fuel train? Not the fuel train. The Haywards Heath oil train. Right, Wolverton and Greenleaf's full load. And then come round there, please. There we go. So you're going to fully load. It is producing the maximum amount. We could have potentially messed it up here. You know, these can carry 80 at a time. And, you know, we've nearly run out. So we might actually have to sell one of those trains in the end. But I just want to see this go down here. Come on. What are you doing as well? You're a fuel train. You know, so there's lots running about. There's lots fully loaded. The money is coming in, which is, yeah, I would say that we were doing well. In your own time. I don't know how it's going to like the steep hill at the other side. That is something. I mean, that's a nice screenshot, isn't it? We'll, I think I might have screenshotted that not in enough time, to be honest. The loco will have been lost in the steam from this. Right, let's speed it up because we haven't got all day. This is where this could potentially go very wrong indeed. It seems to be holding it. 22 miles an hour. I can cope with that. 21, 22. Yeah, that's fine. And obviously this train here was not interrupted as a result. There we go. Right, well, that's absolutely fine. In terms of Grimsby, we need to work on this line today because I want to connect up Dawlish and Grimsby. They're two big towns and there's going to be a commuter belt between them. I'm telling you, there's going to be. What have I just done there? Have I broken one of our lines? No, I haven't. Just a town connection, which we can live without that for now. I want you to follow it round, and I reckon we can nip through that little gap there. Of course we can. Again, bit of 4-track action, because we're going to sling that much down here. Can we get 75? Yes, we can. I want it to be a little bit more efficient than if we just had 2 tracks. We can demolish this road, don't worry, we shall pop you back in a moment, sir. Where are we now? Bring you across, that will do nicely, thank you. Oh, although you're doing that thing where you don't quite want to, there, thank you. And can I get that for you? No, not all the way. Bring you down. I don't know why it, yeah, it sometimes will do exactly what you want. And then other times it's just like, yeah, that's not happening today. Thank you very much. Right, okay, so you're coming up here. We'll pop that bridge back in. We might need to lose you. And we need to lose you. Right, okay. Let's have a look. You're about right. Perhaps a little on the tall side. Nah, that's fine. It leaves scope for putting in electric wires. I mean, we are in 1897, so electric wires are not something that will be happening in the next few episodes, it has to be said, but we can think ahead. We can always, there's always space on this channel for future-proofing. Stick you down there, thank you. You'll do, right, and then we'll bend you. Where are you going? Oh yeah, because of that. I mean, it's unlikely that road would go into such a small road. I wholeheartedly admit. Oh, we need to do something with him as well. Oh dear me, you've not thought that through properly, have you? Yeah, technically don't have to do anything, but it would be a bit weird if that big road just ended. It would be very weird, wouldn't it? About there. That could work. I see no reason that couldn't work. I mean, it's not particularly nice to look at, Again, I'm not going to argue with you on that one. It's not particularly nice to look at, but it serves a function. We'll put those roads there in the hope that we might get something building around here. I mean, we're not going to get anything building down here, is there? We could put the roads in the hope that they do, but realistically, it's highly unlikely. There we go. We'll build you round there. That'll do. Pop you down there and connect you up. That's fine. I can't see anything wrong with that. And I am really hoping that they will build, because that would look brilliant, wouldn't it? You know, this junction surrounded by buildings. Yeah, excellent. Right, okay. Anyway, you're getting away from the point of what you were actually doing. There we go. Bring you across, nice and fast. We want a nice rapid connection. I mean, it's not going to happen in steam days, is it? But we want our modern trains to be able to get up to a fair bit of speed down this section of track. Because, of course, now that we've got money just flowing through the door, gone are the days where we have to put up with, you know, this nonsense. We can just slap any old bit of track down and it will do as we say. Right, okay, so these two lines are going to bend round into Dawlish. But these two lines are not. These two lines are going to continue because we want to be able to connect up Dawlish and North Walsham. Now, in order to do that, we need another station because we want those trains to stop in Dawlish. That'll do. Right, can we stick you there? Not at that length, you can't. Well, I don't imagine that this is going to be such a busy line, to be honest with you. I really don't. So we could stick an 160 metre in. I say we could. We have. We are sticking an 160 metre station in. Now, have we got things going down there? No, we haven't. Right, well, goodbye. Yeah, thank you. And this is going to be the expensive bit, because obviously we've been slow on the uptake of demolishing Dawlish, or creating a line through Dawlish, should I say. So it's built, you know, all this. Well, I'm sorry, but that's going to have to go. You're getting in our way. There we go, 70. 70's fine, isn't it? I mean, realistically, I would probably want to run that slower, but because I've not got track limits, or track speed limits, it's not going to happen. I would run that slower, just as like a courtesy thing to the residents, you know, we've bulldozed. No, do you know what? The residents that are left should be happy that their houses have not been bulldozed. So, yeah, that's my present to them. Is the fact that they've still got a house to live in. Right, 10 million. Oh, dear me. I think we're going to use every last penny of this, you know. Or maybe not. Well, that's a pleasant surprise, isn't it? I'm quite stunned. We'll stick those back in as level crossings, it's fine. What are you doing? Nope, not that. Thank you. I mean, I'm not really a level crossing kind of guy. I think that looks very messy. But it serves a purpose. What's that? Is that a bus stop? What is this? Oh, it's a bus stop. Oh, okay. Well, we'll put a truck stop there. There you go. No, we want rid of you, and I want the bus stop. Where's the bus stop? Sensational. Right, that'll do. Oh, it's plumbed it back in nicely. That's fine. Dawlish Central, and then just Dawlish. we will need... We'll need to get rid of you and get rid of you. Bring it round just like a normal junction. And we will need to signal the heck out of this this section of track. There we go. There's one there. Put it either side of the level crossing so that they don't block the level crossing. I appreciate that this is not particularly interesting to watch me just slinging some signals down a line. If I wanted to be super organised, I could do all four at the same time, but I'm not gonna, because I'm not super organised. Right, what are we gonna need to do? You see, we're gonna have to bring these lines across, aren't we? Well, we are. There's no like way around it. These lines are gonna have to come across. Like that. Because at the moment, we've got the blue line coming through there. So we'll make sure that that's a double, and that's a double. So things should... Nope, that won't work. It'll work for there, and it'll work for there, but you can't get back across. Oh, for crying out loud. Right, let's... can we... Nope, we can't get that in. Do you know what? Let's just scrap that junction. That's a terrible idea. We'll go for the typical. There we go. And then we'll bring that over like that. That's not a permanent thing. It's not a permanent thing. Where's our next signals there? Right, pop you there and there, thank you. Yeah, so basically, I want to be able to keep this bit running. Oh, hang on, no, don't unpause, because you've got your trains up there. Trains up there need some attention. Right, hail to Dawlish. So then after Dawlish, we need more stops. To Grimsby, and then back to Dawlish. Yep, that's worked. That has worked. It's worked beautifully. Why are you telling me that? Is it because I've got that up there? I did wonder why it was telling me the same stop twice. I'm not going to lie to you there. Right, okay, so you're doing your thing. And, right, we need the other one. What's the other one called? Far easier to just... Maryport to Dawlish Regional. So Dawlish. There we go. Connect you up to Grimsby. And back up again. Sensational. Now, because we've got that extra section of track, where's our vehicles gone? Again, easier to just click there. We're going to stick another train on. We're going to stick another train on each line. Well, we've got an extra bit of track, haven't we? So we may as well. There we go. We'll see how they perform. There are no warnings, which is always a good sign. I mean, he won't be happy. Well, he just won't be happy, will they? They're never happy. I'm a little bit irritated by the fact that you never had 44 people on. So I've upgraded you. And now you've got 44 on. That's just not on. There we go. Right, edit. Stick another carriage on each. Pay some loan back, so we're not paying whopping great interest. What's happening with this then is that there's nobody coming, so we're not going to be able to see a train run down our new route. Have we got anybody waiting? Oh, yes, that's another thing that I need to... it was pointed out to me, and this is something that I do know, and why it didn't spring to mind in the last video. I have managed to make this station bigger. And we've simply done that by having two separate stations that have been clicked together seamlessly. Now, I knew from Transport Fever 1, when I wanted to mix goods and passenger, when of course you weren't allowed to mix goods and passenger in the same station, I knew that that was a thing, so I don't know why the brain didn't, you know. So, yes, thank you for pointing that out. Because it allowed us to have a bigger goods station. I've also fiddled around with the lines, so that they do, you know, they kind of work better. It also means that the grain is going to be able to go to the food processing plant. It's going to have to take a long route round, just on the basis of it won't be able to get over to the side. But it's not going to be able to get around there, is it? We need more trains up and down here. We definitely need more trains through there. Right. More trains. More trains is what we need. Right. What can we... I mean, Haywards Heath is looking very lonely, isn't it? It is. There's no two ways about it. I want to see a passenger train down here. Ah, our first one. That's not worked how you wanted. There we go. Right, we're sat on the back. I think it would be better if we were kind of, you know, this is like a little guard's wagon, isn't it? Either that or it's a portaloo. There we go. If we just position ourselves, so we're kind of looking out of that. No, that's a terrible idea. Reset that camera. There we go. Oh, fantastic. I mean, how good is this going to look when we're flying around here, and then we've got a train from Dawlish Central, which just happens to be setting off at the same time, and then we've got a nice race into town. Got all the passengers staring out the window. Well, they probably won't be, realistically, in this day and age. They'll all be sat on the mobile phone, oblivious to the world around them. But you will have some passengers looking out the window like, hey, look, that train's racing us. Maybe that's just me imagining it, but I will certainly be watching from my eye in the sky, and will certainly be getting excited about it. That's just lovely. Where's the next one? I am also aware that this can only do 31 miles an hour, and the other trains can do 37. That could potentially be a problem. How much will it cost us to upgrade them all to PLMs? Well, that's in the wrong order for a start. But I don't imagine that putting it in the right order, I'm going to get it any cheaper. Well, it's 3 million, and we have enough. So there we go. Right. New. Go faster. Passengers between Hale and Dawlish have never travelled at such speeds. Right. Yeah, Hale to Dawlish branch. We'll just change that to Grimsby. Is there another one? There's another one here somewhere. So Maryport to Grimsby Regional. Okay. Grimsby is expanded still. I mean, look at that. The emissions is poor. Or the emissions are poor, sorry. But it doesn't matter because everything else is kept ahead. Fuel and goods, we do ideally want to be delivering more. Where is the latest or the next fuel train? Where is it? Is it here? Yep, that will be it. Grimsby fuel train. Okay, is there another one? Yes, there is. Full. How many waiting there? 36. Right, okay, so... yeah, we do. There's going to be a way that we can make this more efficient. So the Chingford oil train, which produces the plastic, he's having a whale of a time. You that produces Henley goods train, we could ideally do with making that a bit better. There's not really a way that we can make that a bit better at the minute without just adding more carriages. I'd quite like to, I think it's 1900, you know, where we unlock some better wagons that can do 50 miles an hour. I believe, I could be mistaken. But there's also, I mean, hang on a second, hang on a cotton picking second, right. Add 2 more of you on. Because there's a backlog here for starters, so we don't want to be delivering more until we can prove that we can shift it. There it goes, look, the first train round the corner. Oh, very nice indeed. In fact, while we're here, let's get this line on as well. Now, I want this to stay this side of the road. But I don't want it to do 28 miles an hour. Well, you delete the road then, don't you? That's how it works. 40 will suffice. Thank you. And yeah, we'll just make that look like it was always like that. Because as you know, it was always like that. And bring you down there. Thank you. Well, that looks nice, doesn't it? Pop you over there. Have we got any routes that run down there? No, we haven't. Right, well, it can be a small road then. It's not a charity. Right, down there, main line. Can we... right, we'll bring it round this side of the mountain. Because it would look a bit odd going straight through the mountain. Again, fairly high-speed regional connection. What are we going to do there? Oh, a nice cutting. Well, that's going to look fantastic, isn't it? It will look fantastic when you've not run out of money. And then what are we doing with you? Ah, we were going to connect you to Thrapston. See, already I'm losing the... not losing the will to live. That's something completely different. Losing the plot. Well, not even that. I'm not able to keep up with what I've promised you in other videos. I'm very much like our current government, over-promising and under-delivering. Right, okie dokie. Yes, that's fine. We're not going to be running against any other lines, so that's absolutely okay. But we will just slap a couple of signals in. Do you reckon 4 trains up here? I reckon probably 2, to be honest with you. 2 trains will suffice. Right, we'll pop some busage up in Thrapston. Bring you without demolishing that building, so you can go round and then round again. It's not glamorous. It's not glamorous. But then bus routes seldom are. Right, we'll pop you in. Nope, you demolished that building. You didn't mean to do that, did you? In a nice figure of 8 sort of effect. Thrapston. Does it have an E on the end? No, it does not. I reckon 4 buses. So we'll put 6 on. That's how it works, isn't it? I mean, really. Right, we'll get another train in Grimsby. But not from the goods terminal. Yeah, don't forget that they're separate stations now, thank you. Up to... oh yeah, the autosave's just doing its thing. Dawlish Central. Down to North Walsham. And up to Thrapston and back again. Are you happy with that? Yep, you seem to be. You always worry me when we get the little clink clink. But you seem happy enough. Yeah. Now, if this is quicker, it may end up better sending this blue line. No, it won't end up better, because that would be terrible. Just stop talking now. Right, Grimsby to Thrapston Regional. Well, we'll always stick with that current naming convention. It works, doesn't it? Now, where can you send your trains from? Where's the depot? The depot is somewhere. Here. This will do. Here. Oh dear. No, it'll be fine. It will be fine. We said 2 trains. Can we buy 2? No. No. Oh, hang on. Hang on. That went... there we go. 7. That'll do. We'll just have 2 of you. Grimsby to Thrapston Regional. We'll just run you down empty coaching stock. We'll keep you in the corner just so we don't forget. We've also already, I mean, this is planning for you. I placed that next to there so that we've already got a regional, not a regional, we've already got a bus service to it. which is good. Okay, some of that loan back. So we're going to finally have our 2 trains running down here. We don't need any freight. I mean, this lumber between the two, this is going to need to do something, isn't it? I mean, what do we do with lumber? Well, we met tools. Do we met tools? We met machines. Nope, machines are... lumber's happening over there. But I feel that we need to do something with that, because that's going to make a nice, you know, the 4-track, the lumber yard, that's going to make a nice thing to look at. We also could end up bringing this just round here, just ignoring the main station altogether, because I imagine that it's going to get quite heavily congested. I mean, look at that. It's getting better already. 4 trains in one shot. I mean, that's what we're here for, isn't it? You've crossed that train off. Oh, dearie me. Never mind. Well, this is what we're wanting. We're wanting I mean, oh, dearie me. May report to Bolton Regional. What are you doing? You've not got... You could do with some more carriages on there, or more trains. How many have you got? Well, you've got 6, which means to upgrade you, you're going to cost an absolute arm and a leg, aren't you? Well, we'll leave you as you are for now, then. Ah! Look! There's a commercial building! It's working! It's expanding over on this side of the map. That's exactly what we want. Oh, fantastic. Well, if you can build there, there's no excuse that you can't build over there as well. I mean, what is it? Harness maker. Ooh. Probably sensible. Next to the farm. I mean, we've not told him that... Oh no, Farmer Alf does have cattle. Does he have horses? Well, we'll never know that one. Right, let's have a look. How are we doing up here for goods production? Right, the Grimsby goods train is, yeah, that's still producing. Are you the Grimsby goods train? No, you're the Henley goods train. Okay. What are we lacking up here? We're lacking plastic. We need to make the Henley goods train bigger. But we haven't got enough money to replace it because we're in the red. But do you know what? It's fine. We'll. I know we can't do more than 31 miles an hour, but it's a more powerful loco, isn't it? So we could... how many have we got there? 80, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How long is that? 241 metres. Too long. Too long. 226 metres. Now that is... We can get behind that. We can get behind that. Well, we can't because Mr. Banker says no. So I feel like I'm at an impasse now. You know, I'm waiting for something to... You normally play this game and something just leaps out of the screen at you, smacks you across the face with a wet cloth and says, hello, this is where you need to build. And it's just not happening at the minute. I mean, we need to put these passenger lines in. That's no secret. We need to put the passenger lines in. But I also feel that we need to be expanding on goods as well. You know, there's too much to do. And my accountant here says that we've not got enough money to do it with. But things are making money, so I can't understand why we're, you know, oh no, hang on, that's per individual vehicle. You don't want that. The Hale to Grimsby branch is not making money. Well, of course it's not. That's the Hale to Grimsby regional. Where's the branch? That's also a regional. Is that the... Oh, that's the Thrapston. Excellent. Hello to you. The Grimsby branch train, it's not making as much money as we'd like. That's a real shame. I mean, I reckon if we improve the local bus service around here, it will. I reckon things will get better. See, I find that with maps sometimes, and I don't know if you've ever had this, some towns are just crying out to travel somewhere else. And then in other maps, you can have the exact same setup with your trains, and they're just not bothered. They're like, yeah, well, you know, we could go somewhere, but we're not gonna. And you're like, why would you do that to me? We're gonna have to borrow some money. Pop you in there. And right, this is gonna need to. We're gonna have to edit the buses. Because, right, hang on, what town are we in? We're in Dawlish, aren't we? Right, Dawlish bus 1, we still have need for you. Don't worry, we're not getting rid of you. Dawlish bus 3. But we're going to just streamline the buses a little bit, so that this one doesn't just wiggle all over the place. Pop you in there. Right, Dawlish bus 3 is go. So then Dawlish bus 1, we can take Main Street off, and we can take the drive at 2 and 6. 2 and 5 even. We can take that off. So that's a quick link between the two railway stations now. That's what we want. But how many buses have you got on? Because I somewhat imagine we're not going to need 10 vehicles. Right. You can go on Dawlish bus 3 now. Because that goes through the housing, I imagine we're going to need more on that. We're also going to need a new route up here, serving all this area here. Because I mean, Dawlish is expanding. There's no two ways about it. We're going to need to make this bigger. That'll do. Pop you on Terminal 1. How many have you got in? You've just got 2, and so we're going to need to make you bigger as well. Not cargo. Passengers, please. Thank you. And you can come up and round. So this, you know, the two stations really do have a good road connection. But the aim of that is basically, we want people to travel. We want people to come to Dawlish. We want Dawlish to be a big city. It's going to happen. I feel it. That it is going to happen. Where's the flaming depot now? It's up here, isn't it? Is it up here? No, you demolished it. Well, we'll have to build a new depot then. Oh no, it's here. There we go. Right under your nose the whole time. Let's stick 6 of you on. Thank you. Dawlish bus 4. Thank you very much. Right, okie dokie. Well, I think that is where we're going to leave it for today. Let's have a look. Find something interesting to look at, which means coming down here, because there'll be trains in this hub station. There we go. We'll sit and watch the junction and see what, if anything, happens. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate that you have taken time out of your busy schedule to come and view my video today. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you did, click the like button because it helps. It helps more than you can possibly imagine. Make sure you subscribe to keep up with the series. And until next time, cheerio, goodbye for now.